Hello beautiful people! Welcome to my first video ever here on YouTube. My name is Sam Young and I am going to be bringing you information and content on green beauty, clean beauty, self-care, mental health, and all other positive things. So if any of that sounds interesting or fun to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Today we're going to be reviewing a brand called Honest Beauty. If you haven't heard of it, it's a brand sold at Target. Jessica Alba is like not only kind of the spokeswoman and face of the company, but she also created it. They make other products, but we're going to be focusing on their makeup line specifically. This is stuff that you can get at some Targets. I know the Target near me sells some of the makeup products, but not all of them. So I went onto the Honest Beauty website and I ordered all of the products that they have, at least one of every product. So I don't have every single shade, but I can at least show you how every single one of the products in their line performs. Quick disclaimer, the only thing that they didn't have or that I don't have with me is their eyeliner, and that's because it was sold out around the time I was ordering it. I do plan on purchasing that item when it's back in stock and when I have the time. If you're interested in seeing how that eyeliner performs, I'm sure it'll be in videos to come. I'm so excited to get into this. I have been wanting to try the Honest Beauty products for a while. The first thing I ever tried was their mascara, which you'll see my thoughts on during the video. I've just been wanting to try this entire line for so long. So I'm super excited to get into the video. Quick comment, this isn't a first impressions video. I've been using most of these products consistently for at least a few weeks, the most recent ones that I ordered. The only thing I would say is still kind of new to me just because I haven't touched a whole lot since I got it is the eyeshadow palette, but we will be using that today and putting it to more of a test with you guys around. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so I have my hair back so I can do makeup properly. Oh, I should take my earrings out. I have the primer here and ready. So this is the Honest Beauty primer. I think it's called their Everything Primer. Yeah, right there. And I have the glow version. I like glowy makeup, as you will see in this video. We're going to get some glow up in here. But if you have tried their matte primer, I know they make one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I have not tried that one yet, but I do want to pick it up and see how it performs. Also guys, this is Jet. He's napping right now. He's a very good boy. I'm probably going to have him in the background of a lot of my videos. I'm sorry if that distracts you when I'm trying to do things and demo products for you guys. I considered putting him in a different room when I'm filming, but if any of you are animal owners, maybe you'll get it. I kind of want to encourage him being around us. Like if he chooses, sometimes he doesn't, sometimes he wants his distance, but if he chooses that he wants to be near his people, I never want to punish him for that, and that's including videos. Maybe he'll end up being our channel mascot. Okay, so I'm just going to get this on my fingers right here. Ooh, that's actually quite a bit. I don't think I need that much. For a natural look, I wouldn't always go all over the face with this, but you definitely can. And then once I've applied it to this T-zone area and on the lids, I don't really use separate eye primers. I don't mind reviewing eye primers, but I don't use them a lot. I'll just, if I do use a primer, I'll just put it on the eyelid. I don't know if it's really that different. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I'll focus on this T-zone here and then I'll blend it outward with my fingers, just any excess I have. Alright guys, so I let that sit for a few minutes and we are moving on to foundation. This is the Honest Beauty foundation. Mine doesn't look the prettiest right now, but you can see it comes with a mirror and then it like lifts, if I can get it to lift, yeah. It lifts and there's like a little sponge in here. I definitely have the wrong shade. However, I was watching Alexa Blake's channel, I think it was her, that was using this, and what she does is add like a drop or two of oil to it, just like face oil. This was before I purchased this item, but she said that she observed it could be like a little drying. I have the same kind of skin she does. I have pretty dry combo skin, mostly just dry skin. And so I kind of kept that in mind. And when I got this product, I thought, what can I do to like both fix the dryness problem so that it doesn't dry out my face while also fixing the color problem? So my take on her pro tip was to find a liquid foundation to add to this that is lighter to kind of fix the color imbalance problems and also oily and like moisturizing. Cue the Vapor Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation. Is that the entire name? Sorry, Vapor Organic Beauty Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation. If you guys haven't tried this product, I think they did repackaging. I'm not sure they really changed the formula on this. This is the second version of this foundation. I don't hate this foundation as much as other people do. However, it is oily. I will give it that. Very moisturizing, very hydrating, but oily. So that's what you kind of see in the dish here. That's what I added the first time. Today, because I like a glowy finish and because I like experimentation, I kind of wanted to play with this Pacifica Get Lit Multi-Highlight. This is in the shade Topaz. It's a really beautiful, like bronzy champagne-y shade. It actually kind of matches my nails right now. This is a liquid, and I thought maybe adding this to this, it's even more liquidy, not quite as oily. I just now realized it may not really help with the color problem. Maybe we'll do both. We're just gonna do a little bit of makeup science. Sophia Nygaard style. Another YouTuber you should totally watch. Okay guys, so we're gonna go into the pan with one pump. As you can see, that is a little bit lighter. And then we're gonna go in with the Get Lit Multi-Highlight. 2 drops maybe? That's 1. Let's do a second. And we're going to mix this up a little bit. So I'm going to fast forward you guys through this part. Before I do, we don't have a concealer with Honest Beauty. They haven't come out with one yet. I think I heard Jessica Alba in an interview say that they're working on one. This is a really thick foundation though, so you can definitely get a lot of coverage, but just so you know, I'm going to focus pretty heavily on the under eye in this fast forwarded portion, and that's why I'm doing that. Okay guys, so I don't know if it's really going to show on camera as much as it is in real life. This isn't my skin tone. I mean, can you tell the difference between like in the face to the neck? Full disclosure, I am filming this at night, so I'm not going to have it on all day, so I'm not too worried about it being like crazy blended. Otherwise, let me kind of get in close here so you guys can see what it looks like on the skin. I would definitely recommend using a wet beauty blender with this product. I love doing that in general, especially for natural looks. I think it helps things blend into the skin really well. I really like this foundation. I haven't been wearing it as much as I would like to just because I kind of have to struggle with the shade match. I should probably just order a shade that actually matches me better. I think this product is really good at looking like skin, especially for a foundation. Okay guys, so the next step is to quickly set this with a little bit of the Honest Beauty setting powder. This is one of my favorite products from them, I think. It's called their Invisible Loose Setting Powder. I'm going to use the same sponge. You can see there's like a netting here, and there's also a cap. What they suggest is that if you dip in and get some product on the sponge, you can put the cap up, and it's kind of like a place to dab off excess, whether you're using a brush or a sponge. What I'm going to do is just kind of set the under eye. Since we're not doing a concealer, this is what I recommend. If you're ever just like in the mood to use foundation and no concealer, this trick helps a lot with just staying powder, making a foundation behave a little bit like a concealer. Oh, I really love this setting powder too. Alright guys, so we're moving on to eyeshadow. Sorry this palette is kind of messy, but this is the Get It Together eyeshadow palette from Honest Beauty. This is what the back looks like. It has all of the colors, you know, the expiration date, the label, all that great stuff. And then let me show you the inside. So it's got a mirror here, and then it's got 10 shades. These shades really remind me like of the liquid lipsticks that they have. The shade choices do, I mean. These are very usable and neutral shades. I don't feel like any of them pull too cool or too warm. That's interesting to me, that this entire company, because they're small, I feel like that's a smart choice to go with colors that everyone can use. If you're not going to make 1,000 products, make products that are accessible to a lot of people. So a lot of these are very like nude, chill colors, but I feel like you could really like build this up. I also love that they have a really deep black and a like light beigey white shade, because you need that in every eyeshadow palette, and not everyone gets that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and dip into this white shade right here called Vanilla Velvet. I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush right here, and I'm going to put this all over the lid. So we're going to dip in right here, tap off excess, and then go all over the eye with this. Okay guys, so I have that all over the lids. And next we're gonna go in with this shade right here, which is called Matte Plum. I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. This is actually the brush that I got in the Pacifica Hemp Infused Eyeshadow Palette. I've been using this brush religiously. I'm gonna dip into this right here, tap off excess, and we're gonna go real light into the crease. Okay guys, so that is what Matte Plum looks like in the crease. This is actually a really beautiful crease shade in my mind. Like, it is the perfect crease shade. I kind of gravitate toward the like purpley tones in this palette. Not that I don't love a good like neutral brown eye, but since I have brown eyes, I feel like purples give it a little bit more contrast, a little bit more pop. We're gonna go in with, let's see, I want like a shimmery shade on the center. So I'm gonna go in with the other side of this brush, which is a little bit more bowed. And I'm going to dip into Iced Cotton, tap off excess, and just place this all over the lid, starting from the center of the eye. Sorry guys, I had a couple video issues. My camera would not record all of a sudden. We're back. I'm going to darken up the edge just a little bit by going into this brown up here called Soft Bronze. Okay guys, so we have blended in this outer V here. I think that brought a little bit of depth. I did focus on that outer V, and then when I had a little bit, as you should have seen in the fast forward, when I had a little bit of product left, I just kind of blended that into the crease, making sure this is all blended out, and that is it for our natural eye look. Next up, lashes. So I have the Honest Beauty mascara here. So if you don't know, there are two parts of this mascara. So there's the wand that comes out like that with the actual mascara on it. There's also a primer side. So, I adore this mascara with all of my being. I use it quite often. I'm going to put the primer on my lashes. Not everyone uses this primer, at least not what I've gathered, you know, from YouTube videos like Alexa Blake and Reagan Hart and Jenna Catherine, and many others. But I personally really like it. I have tried it both with and without the primer, like the mascara by itself. I think it does great either way. The primer is just, I don't even want to say it really prolongs the wear of the mascara, but I do think it lengthens the lashes a little bit more than the normal mascara, like by itself. Alright, I'm going to prime my other eye, and then we'll talk a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and leave that primer on the lashes for just a little bit. One thing that I did pick up from Alexa Blake, who says she does not use this primer, like, for her lashes. I don't think for her lashes specifically it does a whole lot. For mine it does, though. She combs it through her lashes, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. I love doing it. I like using this as a brow gel because I feel like, where's my spoolie? It does lengthen brows, which also is like not something you always want, which I get. It lengthens them a little bit like it does eyelashes, but I like it because it like defines brows, which is not something I knew I wanted until I had it. Like, it makes brow hairs look really defined, maybe a little bit darker, just really pretty. And it also does exactly what a brow gel should do and keeps them exactly where you want them to be all day. Like, it's a bomb brow gel. If they just sold this on its own, I would buy it. So I don't think I'm gonna fill in my brows today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This is actually the brow look that I prefer to do on most days. I use this mascara so much on a like regular daily basis that I'll prime my lashes with the primer and then I'll run it through my brows and, you know, put the mascara on after the primer is dried, and I'm like out the door. I have a couple other products that I use like on a daily basis, but this is kind of like a 2-in-1, which I really, really love. I'm glad I saw that Alexa used it that way, or I never really would have thought to do that. So next up, we're going to go into both like bronzer and highlighter, which is what this product is. So it's called their Luminizing Glow Powder. This is what it looks like. I have it in the shade Dusk Reflection. I think really there's one other shade that's more of like a champagne-y, lighter, maybe a little goldeny shade. I feel like I just said 3 different tones. I don't remember exactly what it looks like, but it is lighter than this. This is a lot deeper. I really feel like this shade could be a highlight on you. It could not. I think that's kind of the point. Like I said earlier, their products are kind of catered to everyone. So you can use this as a bronzer. You can use it as a highlighter. It is a little glowy. Let me see if I can swatch it for you. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe not. It is glowy though. I think you can see that. So I'm going to use this very thin, fluffy brush. This is what it looks like. I like to use this in this way. I'll really get this all over my brush here. And then I just go in kind of underneath the cheeks, because I like to use this as a bit of a contour. So I kind of keep it on the cheek area, but closer to the back of the face to kind of help with framing. It's not the deepest color on me, and since it is reflective, it's not going to do crazy amounts of contouring. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this part where I put it around the outside areas of my face so you guys can see where I put it, and then we'll come back and talk about it. So guys, as you can see, I just kind of hugged underneath my cheekbones, brought it up onto the cheek even a little bit, went down the sides of my nose and really hugged the hairline. So since we let the primer on the eyes dry, we're gonna hop back to the eyes for a second and put on this mascara. I'm gonna do one eye and show you what it looks like in comparison, and then we'll do both, and then we'll move on to blush. I hope it's obvious why I love this mascara already. I just feel like it provides a lot of length, a little bit of volume and definition, which is what I like. I don't like crazy amounts of volume. Like, I would take length over volume any day. That's just how I am with my mascaras. But mascara is a really personal thing, and I get that. So here's the difference. Let's go ahead and do this eye. Insane. Look at that. Absolutely insane. Okay guys, so eyes are on and done. This is the finished eye look. So next is blush. This is what it looks like. It's got, that did not make it better. It's got makeup on it because it's well loved. This is the Honest Beauty blush. I have it in the shade Peony Pink. It's a cream blush. I actually have used it quite a bit. I feel like the top looks really nice still. So I'm gonna go in with a wet beauty sponge. Just kind of revolve a little bit, get quite a bit of product on here. So let's put this on. Alright guys, so this is what the blush looks like. I mean, these products, I don't know if it's because they're cream, I don't know if they're just formulated well, that's probably it, they're just formulated well. But I really love how they look. Okay guys, so this makeup look is pretty much done. The last thing that we gotta do is talk about lips. You'll learn pretty quickly on my channel, I love lips. I would be so happy with like 4 blushes, a foundation or 2, and 20 lip products. That's my thing, you know? Do you guys have a certain makeup product that you're like, just give me all of it? Like, I just want to have a giant collection. That's what lip products are to me, which is why I almost always do them last. I know a lot of people do, but it's like saving the best for last for me. It's just so exciting, and it ties the entire look together. It's the best. If you guys haven't really gotten any chance to like experiment with this liquid lipstick from Honest Beauty, I'm just talking about their liquid lipsticks today, by the way. They do have like a crayon and I think like a lip sheer tint, but they're not nearly as popular as the liquid lips. Like, people have been talking about these guys, so I figured we'd focus on these for today. If you want to know more about the other ones, let me know down in the comments, and I would be happy to mention them in another video. To start out, I have 3 different shades from them. I have the shade Love, which is like this beautiful deep red. I've got the shade Forever, which is this like purpley toned pink. If any of the shades that are out right now are cool toned, it's this one, but still I find it really, really wearable. I definitely go for warm tones most of the time, and I still like it. Then I also have the shade Passion, which is what we're going to be using today, which is just this really beautiful mauve-y pink. About this lipstick formula specifically, I've worn it out when I'm like sweating and dancing at clubs with friends, but I also, just the nature of my job, I'm usually on my feet all day at my job. It's not really a desk job, and it's like 8 to 12 hour days sometimes. So I can tell you candidly, this stuff stays on my lips. Mine, at least. I hope it would for yours as well. And if you have any comments about how this lipstick works for you, leave them down in the comments below. But from what I've heard from other people, it's a universally great formula. That being said, I think, even though I wouldn't say that this lipstick is drying, I think it's just good practice whenever you're using a matte lip product to carry lip balm with you throughout the day. That's what I do, and that's what I would recommend to you when using these lipsticks, especially if you're going to have it on for a long time. Like if you're just going out to a brunch date or a coffee date or something, you're totally fine, don't worry about it. They actually do really well with eating and drinking too. But if you're doing a long day, that's what I would recommend. I have noticed if I don't apply a lip balm, I notice that the texture gets a little bit more dry, or even just noticeable, like a little more weighty, because it is a pretty weightless formula. I think you could go without lip balm or touch-ups or whatever, which is really impressive for the price of these products. They're definitely under 20 bucks, as well as the ingredients. Like, that's just revolutionary. Let's just appreciate Honest Beauty for that for a second. That's a big accomplishment. But aside from those comments, I would just say this formula is lightweight. I would use that word to describe it. Not the most lightweight thing I've ever used. The most lightweight lip product I've ever used is the Pacifica Pluscious liquid lipsticks, but they also aren't matte and they don't stay around as long. It's a trade-off, but they are lightweight, and I would say they are pigmented, which you will see in a minute when I apply them. So let's go ahead in with Passion. I'm super excited because this is a first wear test. I've worn both of these before, Forever and Love. I've had Passion for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I've been trying other things. So I'm super excited to put this on in front of you guys. It looks like a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and see how it applies. One thing I gotta note right away is, since I'm doing this kind of late at night, oh, I can take my hair down now. Lovely. Since I'm doing this late at night, I'm not too focused on like a lip liner or like prepping my lips beforehand, because it probably will come off within the next few hours. However, I do want to note that my lips were incredibly chapped this entire video, and I forgot how moisturizing they feel when you first put them on. I think they might have like hyaluronic acid in them. Don't quote me on that, but they are really moisturizing. They're not drying, but as they dry down, like I just wouldn't expect them to moisturize your lips all day long. But this is what it looks like. I mean, it's drying down currently, but you saw how incredibly pigmented that was. All right, guys, so final thoughts on this look. I think Honest Beauty has natural ingredients, which is fantastic, and you can look those up online. I could give you a whole spiel about it, and if you want to know more, let me know. But they also just have natural looking products. So I zoomed you in real fast just so you can kind of see up close how these products look. I don't know if it's coming across on camera, but I feel like my skin looks radiant and like skin. It doesn't look cakey. Keep in mind I combined it with other products, so if you just buy it right off the shelf, I'm not sure if it'll look exactly like this. But I love all of it. I love the eyeshadow is blendable, had really great color options. That's true of this entire brand. I think they could expand their foundation shade range, and that's a serious problem in green beauty, that we don't have more inclusive shades. I love that the eyelashes are beautiful and fanned. The blush is gorgeous. Like, I just think all of this enhances your natural beauty in the way that you would want makeup to, but you don't have as much to worry about. If I could pick one word to describe this company's makeup, I think I would use the word blendable. Like, it's just probably because they have mostly creams. I can move it, I can play with it, I can make it exactly what I want it to be, which some people don't like. I understand that some people want high pigment, but in some ways I still consider myself a beginner, so I like a little bit of room to move and experiment. If I had to choose like 3 favorite products that I used from this brand, it would definitely be, in order, mascara first for sure, then blush and lip and blush. I think those 2 are kind of tied. I love them both, like, so much, the blush and the lipstick, and that should tell you how much I love the mascara if I'm putting it first. Like, this mascara is just my favorite, and I use it every single day, and I think it's drying out. Like, I'm gonna have to buy another one soon, and it's not even expired. I'm not sure I've ever gone through a mascara before it expired before, so that's exciting. Alright guys, so that brings us to the conclusion of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to be on this platform finally and doing something that I'm passionate about. If you guys have any ideas for videos and content you want to see already, let me know. Let me know what your favorite products are and brands you want to see reviewed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you liked this video. Hit that like or dislike button and let me know how you felt about the video. Leave all your comments in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.